Sup, this is Alex Chu coming at you with another episode. This episode I want to talk about something that Rush Limbaugh has said. Okay, he said something about how come the rich people support the Democratic Party. You know, how come the rich people hate Donald Trump and support Democratic Party? But before I talk about that, okay, I want to tell you, my name is Alex Chu. I'm the guy who invented physical mortality rings. These are the rings that you put on your small fingers during sleep. You wear them, you don't age anymore. You become physically immortal. For example, I'm already 48, you know. I look pretty good, right? In half a year, I'll be 49, and then I'll be 50, right? And hold on, I like to show off my belly here. You look at how thin I am. And you can tell I don't work out, you know, because my belly is very smooth. I don't have like six-pack abs. You look at my shoulder, you know, see, I'm, you know, my skin is very smooth. You can tell I don't work out, you know, the only thing I do is cook, you know, and do a little gardening, that's about it, you know. But if you go to my website, it's livemuchlonger.com. I have lots of testimonials from Amazon customers. Most of them give me 4 stars and 5 stars. You want to stay physically young forever? You want to look like somehow like me when you're 50? Go to livemuchlonger.com. livemuchlonger.com to buy 1 pair of these rings, okay? I was watching Rush Limbaugh talking in Fox News, okay? I'm going to provide a link at the bottom of this video so you can watch the original video, okay? He's telling people that he's basically giving his theory on how come the elites, how come the rich people hate Donald Trump, and how come they support the Democratic Party, and how come they want to destroy this country. Basically what he said, that the elites, you know, they want a global residence. They want a global residence. They don't want citizenship. They want to help the Democrats, you know, open the border so a lot of people from South America can pour into United States and pack this country and make this country really, really poor. So basically the elites, okay, the rich people, they live like kings and queens. That's exactly what I thought, you know. I mean, what a coincidence. I got this theory like two days ago. I posted my theory on one of the on a bulletin board somewhere. That's exactly what I thought. That's what he thinks, okay? And this is what I think. It's very similar. I think what happened is the elites, right? They want chaos. You understand? What I wrote on the bulletin board is the elites, they want chaos. They want chaos, okay? I don't think that they want, you know, like this country to be extremely, extremely poor. I don't think so. But I think the rich people, the elites, they want chaos, and so they can rip people off. They can do whatever they want, you know? If there's a weak, very, very weak central government, you know, like the government basically cannot do anything to the rich people. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do. For example, right now, you know, I saw a lot of videos, you know, a lot of diabetic type 1, they have to go to Canada or go to Mexico to buy their insulin, you know. I didn't know that before. I didn't know that diabetics type 1, they require insulin. I didn't know. You know, the insulin, back in the days, it cost them like $20-some, you know. But then ever since 2012 until now, the price of insulin has skyrocketed. Right now, like 1 bottle of insulin in the United States would cost like $280-some, man. Back in the days, it was only $20, one little bottle. Right now, it costs like $200-some. I think what happened is the pharmaceutical company, they kept changing their patent, you know. They said, oh, we added some ingredients inside this insulin to make it better, so we have to file a brand new patent. And then once the patent is issued, right, they upgrade their new insulin into whatever they claim inside the patent. And then they somehow stop producing the old insulin, you know. And then these 3 manufacturers, they contact each other, you know. They say, hey, stop producing the old insulin. Just sell the new insulin. And we jack up the price. So basically, three pharmaceutical company that produce insulin, they keep jacking up the price. They keep filing for new patents just because they added something new to this formula, they get to file a new patent every 20 years, you know? And that's the reason why it's like there is no cheap insulin in the United States. So people like that, you know, these big pharmaceutical company bosses, they don't want a strong central government, you understand? They want a weak central government that basically don't have the authority or don't have the power to limit what they can do. You know, so now people are, imagine one little bottle of insulin, you have to pay. This one girl, I saw her video, she said she paid $900 some every month to buy insulin in the United States, you know? And, of course, I mean, media company, they feel like they're kings and queens, you know? For example, like YouTube and Google, now they censor videos, they censor the topics, right? So these people, they feel like they're kings and queens, you know? They feel like, it's like basically what Rush Limbaugh said, is very similar to what I said. It's like these rich people, super rich people, they want chaos. They want this country to be ruined. You know, they want residency. They don't want citizenship. So I don't know. They can rule like kings and queens. You know, I mean, just imagine people like Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg or the Google brothers, right? If there's a very strong central government, right? The government has lots of power. The government can limit what they can do. These people are just a bunch of rich guys. That's all. They're just a bunch of rich dudes, right? But if the central government is very weak, you know, it doesn't have power to tell them what to do, then suddenly Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg, they're not just some rich dude anymore. They're like very, very powerful. They're almost like nobles or king of a certain state, you know? You know, it's like they're no longer just some rich dude. They're now kings and queens. They control a certain population at a certain territory, you know? Like that. So I understand. See, this is exactly what happened back in World War II. You know, World War I. World War I, right? There's a lot of when Kaiser Wilhelm, when he took over, Otto von Bismarck already warned him, you know, if you take over, you're going to fail. You know, you're going to fail within a few years. Oh, Otto von Bismarck was right. Because Otto von Bismarck knew that, you know, there's a lot of rich people, a lot of elites that are rising up, right? And they want to split Germany apart. They don't want a strong central government, you know? So Otto von Bismarck, at the end, he doesn't have any option. He has to declare war. He has to look for war. So finally, there's a chance, you know. Somebody, I forgot what's his name, Ferdinand something, he got assassinated, right? I think in Serbia or something. Ferdinand got assassinated. So Wilhelm used this chance to declare war. You know, declare war on France, and he was hoping that a war can bring the country back together and basically create a stronger central government, you know, and basically blot out the elites, right? But that didn't happen, right? After the war, Germany, you know, immediately Germany surrendered. It's because the elites, they kept on creating havoc in Germany, you know. They keep it's like the soldiers are fighting, and then the elites are plotting against the Kaiser, plotting against the country. And then eventually, Germany surrendered, and, you know, then we have Adolf Hitler, you understand? So what I'm saying is this. Right now, United States, same thing, okay? These elites and the Democratic Party is plotting against the central government. They're plotting against the conservatives, right? And this country will fail. United States will fail. I think Donald Trump will declare war on somebody. I think it's North Korea. Next year, you know? He has to, because he doesn't have any other choice. He has to did what Kaiser Wilhelm has done. He has to declare war on somebody so he could strengthen the central government. You know, he can pull the armies, but he could basically bring morale to his soldiers, you know? But eventually this country is going to fail, but then eventually the elites and the Democrats, they're going to be defeated, you know, because there's going to be another Adolf Hitler coming, you know. So, that's all I want to say. Hope you guys like my channel. I'll talk to you later.